Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, Pam. This is something that I absolutely love. I've done it many years. I know Loretta has also done it. Her and I have both done this training. We both have participated and ran our own pay it forward campaigns. And this is the time of year to start thinking about that, right? So here's what I want you to think about, right? When it comes to any sort of a campaign or any sort of a promotion that you want to run in your business, whether you're a leader, you're running it for your sales force, or if you are working your personal business and creating a campaign around your personal business, there are a couple key things. And one of them is to keep it as simple as possible. Because you're going to want to be able to communicate it in a very simple way. When you're like, well, there's this and there's that, and if this happens, we do this and this and this, it just gets to be too much and it confuses people, and a confused mind says no. And the more you talk, the more it sounds kind of scammy too. And so you want to keep it as simple as possible. And the other thing is timing, right? So the timing of this is a great time of year to do some sort of a pay it forward campaign with the holidays coming up. And Record Breaker is fantastic because you can kind of start it in Record Breaker and run it through October or mid-October, even through November, and then into December to kind of finish your sales year really strong. And this gives you a reason to talk to people, and it gives people a reason to want to help you, right? Because if you go to somebody and you're just like, hey, I got this sales goal and I'm trying to reach by the end of the year, yes, some people might help you, like your mom or your best friend, right? But when you're talking to complete strangers and you're talking about paying it forward to a needy family or a family that's fallen on hard times, that can take you so much further than talking about your own personal needs, right? And then also the third thing is share it with as many people as you know. All right. So here's what I want to kind of give you a big picture, and then we'll kind of narrow it down, right? So the idea behind it is you can decide what it is that you're wanting to donate, right? So a lot of times I do 10% of my commissions, right? Or 15% of my commissions during this time period. So whatever the time period is that I decide, if I decide it's going to be from October 15th through December 15th, great. Then my 2-month time period, I'm going to donate 15% of my profits to the Pay It Forward campaign. And so what I like to do is I like to choose, I like to pay it forward to a needy family, a family that's fallen on hard times, whatever it is. And the reason why people want to get involved and help you is because if they get involved and they help you by dating a party, by collecting orders, or placing an order over $100, then they get to nominate somebody for the campaign, right? And so it's absolutely beautiful, because when I go to parties and I just do my regular old party, right? And then when it comes to the dating, I say, okay, here's the exciting part. This is the time of year that I like to pay it forward. And here's some of the things I've done in the past. And since you haven't done this before, you could say, and this is what it's going to look like, right? So you can say, this is what it's going to look like. On December 15th, I am going to draw a name, and whichever family I draw, I'm going to draw 1 through 3 names. It depends upon how many donations I get. It depends upon how many people get nominated and things like that, as to if I'm going to do 1 or 3. And just say, and when I draw their name, I am going to talk to the person that nominated them and figure out what their needs are, right? Some people you're going to be delivering a holiday meal complete with everything, right? Some people, they maybe need some toys, so you're going to deliver some toys. Some people, they may need Tupperware, and so you're going to deliver Tupperware, right? Because maybe they had a house fire or something like that, right? And so the person that nominates them helps you and partners with you to get whatever it is that this family is lacking, right? And so you create the campaign that gives back to a family in your local community and gives your customers and hostesses an opportunity to enter a family they know who's experiencing hardship in your Pay It Forward drawing. And they get to nominate a family when they place $100 order. If they collect orders that reach $100 or more, or if they host an in-home or virtual party, right? So those are the 3 ways that they can nominate a family, and offer something special, right? Offer something special to your guests, hostess, friends that either collect the $100 or host a party or whatever. And something that you can do is you can do your own drawing for the people that do that help in any way, shape, or form. You can do your own drawing for them, and maybe they get a small piece of Tupperware, right? Maybe they get, a couple of things that you have. Maybe you've placed orders and you've gotten several thank you gifts. You can put them all together in a nice little package and give that to them, right? So it costs you bare minimum, but it's a nice gift for these people as a thank you for participating in this and nominating a family, right? But find a comfortable way to talk to people about your Pay It Forward campaign without being salesy. So what it might be is, host your own holiday VIP event, early December or late November, and invite everyone and who, that's a really comfortable way to talk about your Pay It Forward campaign, because what you want is a conversation with others. And when you invite others to something special, it sets the stage for that conversation, right? And so you really can think outside the box. You can do your own VIP event, inviting all of your VIPs. You can, talk to your host. And the thing is when your host is excited about nominating a family, they're going to be even more excited about getting the datings for that party, getting the sales for that party. And they're going to be more excited about inviting people to the party, being like, hey, I'm doing this party because they're doing this Pay It Forward campaign, and I'm nominating Judy because, she had a house fire and she lost absolutely everything. And now they're struggling. And I think I'm going to nominate her family to get some Christmas gifts, right? And so she's excited, she's talking to people, and then she's like, and if you date a party off of me, you can nominate my friend Judy too, unless you have somebody else, right? And so it just gives people want to help other people, and they want to they want to be able to talk about that, right? And they also want to invite people to a party, but you're giving them a reason besides, hey, come to my house, order some Tupperware so I can get some for free, right? I've even had people that host the parties and they donate their free and half price items to the cause, right? They're like, I don't really even want anything, can I order this stuff in for somebody else? And I'm like, absolutely. And so you can figure out what that looks like to you. But the cool thing that happens is I have had people that flat out normally do not ever host Tupperware parties, and they're into it. They're totally into it because they want to help other people, and they will happily host a party when the proceeds or something is going towards somebody else. And it feels absolutely amazing when the delivery time comes. And I've done it where I've showed up at their house with stuff. I've done it where I gave them like a ton of gift cards, almost like a gift card bouquet to local restaurants, because that's what they needed, because somebody was battling cancer and they were having a hard time getting food on the table at night, and they just needed like fast stuff they could order. I've done it with toys, with a family that needed some toys for all of their kids and like clothing for their teenagers and things like that. And so I used the money that my 15% that I had set aside from my own personal commissions and used that to be able to purchase those things for them. So there's so many different ways you can do it. So get excited about the idea of promoting this for your customers at your parties, away from your parties. You can promote it on Facebook. You can do all of those things in your VIP group. There's so many cool things you can do with it, and make your decision. What is it that you're going to be donating? What's the percentage, right? And then what does it look like, right? What does that look like as you're talking to people? And so that's just what I like to do, is those things, but you can make a decision and donate other ways. Before I was in Tupperware, I did something like this with the company I was with before. And what I did was I offered part of my commission, if they wanted to date a party, offered part of my commission to the charity of that host choice. And so that was another way that I did a pay it forward campaign. And it was super simple because it was just like, I'm going to give this % to the charity of your choice. You send me the link of where I'd make the donation, and I will make that donation for you at the end of your party. And that helped date parties. And so this time of year, everybody's always thinking about ways that they can give back. And a lot of times they want to give back, but they don't necessarily have the money to give back. But this is a great way for them to be able to leverage our money, right? To be able to give back and feel good about that. And it's a great way for us to be able to promote our businesses and grow our businesses in a pay it forward type of a way, because there is an entire generation of people that care extremely much about what a company gives back. And this generation of people, they will also, they will pay more for companies that give back. Instead of like, well, I'm going to buy it from here because it's the cheapest. They're like, no, I'm paying from this company because I believe in what they give back to in the community and all their philanthropy and things like that. And so you can be that difference, right? You can be that person. They're like, well, I mean, I love buying Tupperware, but I like buying from Ellen because she gives back 2 months out of the year by doing this pay it forward campaign. So you can get that reputation as somebody that gives back. So, so I just wanted to share that with you. I do have some graphics that I'm going to recirculate into the champion group. And thank you, Loretta. These are Loretta's graphics. Because she made them up a couple years ago, and I was like, these are perfect, and it actually explains step by step how to do everything and all of that. So I'm going to post those, and I'm going to tag you, Loretta, as a thank you. This is me sharing your shine. All right, so take it away, Pam.